Hello and welcome back to Balanced Psychologies. I hope that you're all doing really well. So today's video is all about the narcissist's long line of exes. Now, don't you think it's the most weirdest thing ever that when you find out, or when you finally get with a narcissist, you find out that they've had so many exes. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, that is the most weirdest thing. Like, I don't understand why you would have so many exes and probably keep in contact with 80% of them. But narcissists do. They do exactly that. They keep in contact with a hell of a lot of them. So in the video, I'm going to be talking about why they do this, why it happens with only narcissistic people, and I'm going to be looking at what are their motivations for doing that. So all of this is going to be explored in the video. The narcissist's long line of exes. Now, I know that there's been so much material, extensive material that has been written about why narcissists have so many exes and what is going on here. But the one answer, I mean, I could make this video really short actually, and I could just say, well, basically it's the attachment disorder. The reason why they do have so many exes is because they never really attach, they never really bond with their partner or with another person. They have great deficits in being able to do that. But you're going to say, Anushka, they are friends with like so many of them. But that's basically the crux of the actual disorder. That's the crux of what we're talking about here. Why they do. They don't ever attach to their exes in a healthy way. It's always done in a very odd kind of way. If you think about it, when you got to know your narcissist, or when you got with the narcissist, what did they do? The first thing that they did, they love bombed. Okay, so they love bombed. They made sure that you fell in love with them, that you absolutely like attached onto them and loved them unconditionally. That was the idea basically of the relationship. So you have this amazing honeymoon period at the beginning, and then the relationship just gets worse. So it basically goes in reverse. Because if you think about it, in a relationship, when you get to know someone, it starts off really slowly and you get to know one another and then you build on that. But a narcissistic relationship goes the other way around. You've got everything intense at that moment. It's done so intensely. You have everything. You know, the whole relationship basically is marriage, proposal, everything within a week of knowing each other. But you see, the thing is, you've got to think of a narcissist like a hoarder. What they do is they hoard people, okay? And they find comfort in collecting people, because the more people that they have, the more important they feel. The more that people that they have, the more that they feel validated. Because if you've got more people, it means that you're really liked, that people like you. And for the narcissist, that's really important. They need a stage, they need an audience, because they have an external locus of control. Remember, these people don't understand how their behaviors, the way that they are, how it affects others. They don't have awareness into this. So for them, having loads of people, whether that's friends, whether that's exes, it doesn't matter. It validates them and they feel important. They gain comfort in collecting people. They don't tend to trouble themselves with things like, moral codes, or they don't understand how it can, or they don't care how it affects other people. To them, people are objects. And they objectify people, and it's called objectification, which is another name for the attachment disorder. When you attach to another person, you build trust, you build on that relationship, okay? And when you're a narcissist, like I said, that goes in reverse. So the relationship dismantles. That's why a trauma bond is formed. Now, if you think about it, because all of you guys kind of understand and know what happens within like this narcissistic cycle of value and devalue, a lot of people get caught out. A lot of people get caught out by this and they don't understand. So what I mean by supply is they get attentional supply, all right? And that's what a narcissist needs, because they need to know that they are validated. And if they know that they are validated by having loads of people, loads of exes, it means that they are liked. It means that people like them and that they are good. And so it really justifies to themselves that they are okay, actually, that they haven't got an issue. But you see, like I said, a lot of people get caught out by this simply because they don't understand what it is, what's actually happening here. They don't understand what the narcissist is doing. They don't see the behaviors. They don't see what is going on. They don't understand that they are supply. So they fall back into that trap of basically going back into the relationship or being friends with a narcissistic individual. That's why they don't see the potential dangers of what happens of being an ex, why the narcissist will still keep in contact. If you've also got to understand that if your ex contacts you, that you feel good because you feel like that person has realized and they want you back. And so for a victim, this can be terribly validating. And of course, the narcissist knows what to say. They know how to play this. And so it works for the narcissist and the survivor and the victim. Victim feels validated, narcissist feels validated. So it's a win-win situation. That's why the narcissist will keep in contact with a lot of their exes. Those of you who realize what is going on here, those of you that understand what has happened and why it's happening, well, you see, the thing is, this is what's so important. You can see through it. So you're one of the 20% that the narcissist doesn't keep. The narcissist will make sure that they destroy you because you know what they are doing. And I feel like the narcissist knows in some way that it's a bit odd what they're doing. And ultimately what these exes are and why they have so many exes is just bids for validation. It's about them feeling good about themselves. That's why they do what they do. And there's no two ways about it. It's all to do with attention and feeling validated. Whatever way it is that they feel validation from what they do, they will have the exes there as basically a source to get them to where they need to. So basically the narcissist never really bonds, they never really fulfill their side of the bargain, as an ex, as a friend. All they're doing it for is to satisfy themselves. They can never feel happy, even when they are in a relationship, with their partner. They will still have these people on the side because one person is never enough. The more people that they've got, the better they feel about themselves. It's all about safety in numbers. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't understand it. Like, I can't understand why somebody would want to do that. It is a pathological way of being in the world. It's not an authentic way of being. And this is why it is such a pathological disorder, because it's very odd that somebody would want to do that. Somebody would want to keep their exes around. Now, you see, the reason why you would be friends with an ex is because you either have children or you have assets together. Now, I don't know about you, but I find the whole thing really odd why you would still stay friends with your ex. Like, I mean, take the pathology out of it. The reason why you would stay friends with your ex is, first of all, it would be because you have assets together or you have children, or maybe you have a pet together. So you'd want to have shared responsibility because you need to keep in contact with one another. There is no other reason why you would, unless you were getting sexual gains from the other person, which is what a narcissist does as well. Not all of them, some of them do. But why would you want to keep in contact with an ex? You understand that the relationship has actually finished and both parties know why. Why would you want to still continue that connection with an ex-partner where you know that that connection or that relationship hasn't worked, it's not going to work? Maybe you realize that you stay better as friends, but realistically, it's one of those weird ones. You stay friends for a little bit and then it just fizzles out, right? But there's no real reason why you would stay friends with an ex-partner. Like I said, the relationship has ended. It's come to a natural end, to a natural close. It's, it's something that you move on from, and it's healthy to move on. But you've got to understand that the narcissist is a collector. The more people that they have, the more that it's validating for them. And this is the issue here. This is the key here. The more people that the narcissist has, the better they feel about themselves. So ultimately, the reason why they have this long line of exes is just to feed their ego. It's to validate themselves. It isn't because they're in love with every single one. no, it's all to do with the attachment disorder, and that's why they keep those people around. Now guys, I really hope that this has answered your question why the narcissist has a long line of exes. If you find yourself in a relationship with somebody that does, and maybe they're not narcissistic, you've got to question, or you've got to kind of question yourself and think, why are you still friends with an ex? There's no real reason why that person would be, unless, okay, you know, they are real good friends, and, you know, and it's about the way that that person is introduced to you, the way that it's spoken about. If it's all done in secret, then there is something going on. You've got to trust your gut on this one. I'm not saying that everybody that stays friends with their exes are narcissistic, but there has to be some sort of a reason. There has to be some kind of a kind of healthy reason why you would choose to stay friends with your ex, or still keep in contact to the level that a narcissist would do. So guys, I really hope this video kind of sheds some more light on the topic. If you would like help with this, understanding this more, or maybe even closure from a narcissistic relationship, I do have a Patreon membership, and you can join a supportive community where people do understand, but all the details are down below. If you have a specific question for me, I can answer it in a video format, and that's done on the Vizio link down below in the description box. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you have enjoyed the video and that it has helped you understand why narcissists have so many exes. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.